Ladies, gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, strong style cinephile, and we got ourselves a trailer for Flash Season 8. Let us geek about it for a scant few minutes because it was just brief. Now, we already know that for the first 5 episodes of Season 8, it's going to be an all-encompassing multi-part storyline called Armageddon, which will pit Flash and Team Flash against Despero, played by Tony Curran, who the only thing I remember him from is a great episode of Doctor Who when he played Van Gogh, I believe it was. But the dude has some dramatic chops in that episode. I've seen other people kind of talk about his acting abilities and stuff like that on the forums and when they saw his casting for it. So I'm curious to see what he brings to the table. He's playing Despero, which is kind of different from how he looks. I kind of wondered once I learned that Despero was going to be a part of it, how they were going to CWIze him. And there were some reports that, because we see set photos, kind of first look stuff. I think it was Entertainment Weekly put it out first, where we see the actor and the kind of look that they're going for. And then you see that he has like this giant belt buckle, kind of a very Kamen Rider-esque belt buckle. So, and I kind of wonder if that's going to be the key to him transforming into a larger character, on-screen presence. There are some reports that they saw Grant Gustin when they were filming kind of acting against like a standee type thing. Like people used to, I think when Avengers was filming and they had to do stuff with the Hulk, they basically have like a head on a stick and kind of hold it at the height that people needed to look at for eye contact and stuff like that to be able to interact with this character that would be later, CG'd into it. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the same thing, where he's going to be this low-powered way for the majority of the time, and the next he transforms when the fight comes, or maybe he's being kept this way by some exterior force, and that's why he's coming to Earth to kind of shake it off. Remains to be seen. We don't know much about the plot other than the fact he's coming to Earth, and apparently by the trailer there's going to be some earthquakes and kind of environmental stuff happening, and Flash needs to call upon Black Lightning, Mia Smoke, the Ray Palmer Atom. We know that the Ryan Choi Atom is going to make an appearance. Sentinel, Shyler Lay's character from Supergirl, which I don't watch the show outside of crossovers. I know that she got herself a super suit that's basically like it's a very Green Arrow-esque kind of suit with it, with the way it's just a form-fitting suit with the hood, and she's got like makeup around her eyes. It's very like season 1 Oliver Queen. I've seen pictures of it and I'm just like, that's stupid, but whatever. Gonna have Javicia Leslie's Batwoman in it. Curious to kind of see how that's gonna be. I'm looking forward to the return of Black Lightning and of Mia Smoke, and of course Brandon Routh, Ray Palmer. Dude was great all the time he's been in the Arrowverse, so I'm looking forward to that. Kind of seeing if he's going to pass the baton from the armored Atom to the spandexy suit Atom with Ryan Choi, because we've seen reports and set photos of Ryan Choi in the slim, like the spandexy sort of Atom look. So how are they going to go from one to the other? We saw in the trailer they did like a little nod to the fact that Brandon Routh played Superman, with him kind of running and doing the shirt pull open thing as he's presumably going to change. How things are going to work between Flash and Batwoman, Ryan Wilder, that character, I'm curious because it's a different Batwoman. It's not Kate Kane, who he has come to know in the past crossovers, who has her own seat at the Hall of Justice. Now it's a different Batwoman. I'm kind of curious if they're going to spend any time on that, or if it's just going to be hand-waved in the matter of like a couple lines. Remains to be seen. I'm a sucker for any crossovers, be it the superhero, the CW, Arrowverse crossovers, be it Law and Order, crossing over with Homicide, Life on the Streets back in the day, or SVU in Chicago, all the Chicago, the Chicago television universe that they have going with all their shows. I'm just a sucker for crossovers of any kind, of every kind. So I'm looking forward to it for that. Kind of curious to see if it just gives a jump start to the Flash. The fact that we're getting Despero for 5 episodes, is there going to be enough meat? How much padding are we going to have to deal with to kind of stretch the story out over these 5 episodes? That gives me a little bit of concern, but it's crossover, so I'm here for it. But will this kind of be something, kind of jumpstart this 8th season of The Flash, which I've said for years now that the show is on fumes. I'm really hoping that this is the end of the road, that this is the final season. They haven't said it is. I guess they would and actually announce that it was, kind of bring some greater fanfare to it. But maybe this will be better, and then the 9th one will be the last one. It's on fumes. It needs to end. So hopefully we'll get a good season. We won't get any of the crap we did last season with the forces. And just, I mean, you guys have watched it. You know the storylines that we got. They were terrible. So hopefully this will be better. Hopefully this is righting the ship. Maybe there's different stuff they could do, since COVID is not a thing as far as like shutting productions down or kind of keeping people apart or this or that, whatever ramifications came out of that. And just hopefully things are just planned out better, executed better. And this is going to be a return to, you know, season 1 Flash greatness, just earlier seasons that were just really good, you know. Hoping for that, crossing fingers, crossing toes, and everything else. But it's almost here, and I'm just anxious to see how it plays out. So those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. But you guys out there think, let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media, talk to me there, talk to me here. This weekend, MPX is doing its own version of the Squid Game. How's that gonna roll out? We'll find out on Friday, and then Saturday, back there again. It's a double shot of me at MPX. So come out, see it in person, see it on the network. Either way, you got to see it. See me making movies, kicking faces, doing what I do, doing it so well. Yeah, until next time, let us geek.